Hello everybody, Team Jet here, and welcome to my fourth take of trying to get this started, where we are actually back as Team Jet here, playing the Chaos Dwarf, Dawi Zharr, or Dwarfs, where I am playing as Drazhoath, the Ashen. However, I'm going to mispronounce his name constantly. I'm just going to call him Draz, because otherwise you'll all swear at me, and please swear at me in the comments about it. And Tom, who is back, finally, is playing as
the High Priest of Hashut, or as is known as Astragoth Ironhand, whose name will be changed very shortly.
Who is mostly stone, apparently, because when they cast their magic, they turn to stone. Anyway, you can tell Tom's screen is a little blurry. It's just the software we're having to use to stream at the moment, because our old solution isn't working as well as it used to. Anyway, let's go back to my camera for... Oh no, we're going to stay on yours because you're going to be fighting your battle first. To start, guys, though, a big thank you to CA for giving us early access to this. So yeah, let's jump into your battle.
Let's go beat on Dusty. Dusty the Mighty Orc.
Bully. And for the battle, we will swap back to my screen.
Oh, what a great name.
I can't join their team, unfortunately.
Aww.
So obviously, as we're playing as Astragoth and Draz, we're going to be bullying Zhatan because he gets more convoys.
To be fair, he's pretty bullied where he is.
Yes. So we have both played a little bit to get an idea of what's going on, and we will try and talk you through stuff as we go. Please feel free to ask stuff in comments as well. Obviously, we are pre-recording. Oh, we have a massive name list of names I need to get up.
Oh, well, I think Astragoth is going with the name which I suggested to you last night.
Can you change legendary lord names?
I am going to try.
Yeah.
Now, I know exactly what you want.
The pew-pew.
I'll give you the slow movers, and I'll use fast movers.
Oh, you're giving me the labour, I see.
I know you love your gun lines. And luckily there's a nice wide space over to the side here for my lovely cavalry.
Yeah, in fact,
by the way, yes,
this way to avoid the trees.
Is cavalry, if you look at his speed of 60.
Yeah, he's 60. He is insanely fast as he bangs his knees with his...
Actually, I think I'm going to have him over this side, because you'll see what my tactic plan of burning wrath is going to be.
I'm loving the spells of Hashut as well.
Oh, the spells of Hashut are fantastic. I mean, a magic missile which then leaves a vortex.
Yeah, I'm set up.
Right, we good to go?
Yep.
Now I'll try and taunt him with magic missiles.
I've got a really nice. Let me move into position first, actually, because I'm basically moving up to here.
Oh no, that's fine.
Because it gives me a nice line to poke them from.
I mean, with a 300-meter range of burning wrath. 300 meters. Like, oh what? No! It hit a tree! It hit a tree, people!
I was trying to follow it in the air, and it just stopped. I was like, what? Oh, he blew up a tree. I know we like mining and things, but that's just a bit mean. I mean, look at the map. The map is literally a quarry.
Oh, no, I'm just heartbroken. It hits a bloody tree.
And a factory. And I'm loving the aesthetic. Right, I'm good for you to try and pull them into us.
Alright. This time, I'm not going to hit a tree. I'm going to position myself with view of him.
Tree.
Now, I'm just focusing on the Black Orcs, because Black Orcs.
Yeah. Oh!
Yeah. And that's just the first spell you get access to.
Do you want to know what's disappointing? You didn't kill any of them.
I mean, If I did, I'd be more surprised.
I'm creeping forward a little bit into the gap.
Yeah. I am fully ready to move in with the...
Yeah, I mean, the issue with my range is they aren't the longest range, but they are fairly good. And they're dwarves, so they are, you know, they have decent melee defense. They've got as good melee defense.
Actually, let's go for the Goblin Archers, because I'm thinking...
Yeah, they're pretty much as good in melee. That's the scary thing about these guys. They are literally almost as good in melee. Oop, they're moving. They're paying attention to your cavalry. Be a bit careful.
Oh, don't worry. This is the thing which I like about having 2 players where we can split control. And I think
I am opening up
in.
on the Black Orcs. Nice.
I am bringing in...
Black Orcs seem to be being a bit confused about what they're doing.
That's because they're about to taste a nice shiny fiery missile.
Yeah, they're also kind of on fire. I'm coming round the flanks. Right, I'm trying to engage them with my gobbers to try and slow them down. But yeah,
I'm bringing my Zorak. I kind of want to name him Zord.
My blunderbusses? Blunderbussi?
Blunderbussi. Let's...
I know it's wrong, but it sounds perfect. How are my goblins holding?
It's because they're against other goblins.
It's because they're also against Black Orcs, who I've broken.
Gotta love the labourers. They are so good at their jobs.
Yes. Labourers.
Also,
involuntary
try
labourers.
and move the great weapon Chaos Dwarfs out of combat, just because they're... I've got him engaged.
He's breaking.
Yeah.
And
But it's just with the amount of damage they've taken there.
Oh!
Yeah.
Did you see that single shot on that lord at the end?
The blunderbuss, my god, if you position them right, they do ridiculous amounts of damage.
If you get them on the flanks as well, if you can move them around onto the flanks of things, they are terrifying.
Now, obviously, the problem with dwarven units is they're slightly lower than average leg length, which
what are you on about? Astragoth's got lovely long legs.
The general dwarven unit. But so obviously they take that much longer to get into position.
Yeah, but we've got cavalry, and we're dwarves with cavalry and magic.
Yeah. And the cavalry. Now, the cavalry is only marked as tier 2 units, but my god, can they be powerful with some of the runic upgrades, which we will mention about later on.
I'm also intrigued as to what's gonna happen with the legendary hero.
Now,
because are we just both gonna get him?
I don't actually, because the thing is, I've obviously had a mess around with this character, trying out.
Are you taking the settlement, by the way?
Yep, I'm just gonna, because I fully replenished. And just let's raise it as an outpost.
I'm never quite sure if I want to have a mix in my settlements, or because some of the things buff other ones.
Okay, I've done the maths.
Okay, you've done the maths. Of course, you've done the maths.
I have done the maths.
So, for those watching, if you're not aware, when you take a settlement, there's 3 types of settlement you can get. There's towers, which are your capital settlements, but you can make them other things. And there's factories, which make your armaments, which will come in, which you use to basically get troops and get good troops and provide buffs and things. And there's raw materials, which you use to make armaments or money or various other things. And there's also labor, which you use to make armor, make everything, and gets used up because, of course, it does. So yeah, so when you make capturing a settlement, it's either a mine or an outpost, which is a mine, or a factory, which is what it says on the tin. So anyway, I'll let you do the maths now.
So I'm going to put this very simply. Outposts are used to upgrade your major settlements. Factories have a pretty decent garrison and basically allow you to upgrade your troops, but you also need to have the resources from outposts. So overall, you want more outposts than you do factories.
I'm just autoing my first battle, by the way, as we fought yours, and mine was a decisive victory. I will take the labour.
And one key thing is factories don't have any buildings which use labour.
Yes.
And only a few major settlement buildings use labour.
So I should go for an outpost to start with, shouldn't I?
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, but it's more in a region. Do I want to have regions just outposts or just factories? That's what I've been trying to work out.
So, yes to having a region which is just factories, because you can have that region which doesn't need to have any labour.
So I'm just trying to work out my workload.
But with the
I
was going to say, with the outpost and factory mix, the only reason why you'd want to have a factory for boosting the output of outposts is if you have a 4 region in the Ogre Kingdom, which doesn't allow you to build towers, because then 3 outposts with 1 factory, which boosts your material production. It works out as more than having 4 outposts.
First tech I'm going for is labour quotas, because more labour. Labour is going to be a big thing here. I'm going to get Root Marcher to start with, as usual, and I'm probably going to buff my spells because they're cool.
By the way, I just rushed a strip mine just so I could get more raw materials as quickly as possible.
I might do the same. But it does waste some of my labour. How much labour do I have at the moment?
But that's exactly what I was just about to say. Always, because luckily it tells you how much labour a region uses and how much labour you've got.
I don't appear to have my labour window at the top. That's
you don't
weird.
get that until you have 2 regions.
So yeah, I've got... Yeah. But basically, the more workload you've got, the more labour you use up. I'm going to rush it as well, just to get materials out for now. And obviously potentially get a factory in a bit, because you need factories to build armaments.
Yes, and I was just checking we had a trade agreement, which we do, and I'm getting myself a non-aggression pact with the Skaven, who in ruins to the north, I assume.
That's probably a good assumption. I am all done.
I just need to recruit another useful unit of goblin labourers.
I could up my cap for some of my units, but I don't need to yet. So something else you can do is you can use your armaments to up your caps of units. Basically, armaments are what you want. Everything else is a means to an end. Armaments and money, obviously. But armaments are your big main thing.
See, I would argue materials are, because if you're trying to expand, you need the materials for your especially for your factories.
Your materials make your armaments.
But the thing is, with armaments being produced from factories, the thing which I really like is there's a lot of resources which produce armaments from materials, but at a higher ratio than they would from a factory. So you can get away with just having the labour settlements.
Okay.
But
getting labour is definitely the thing which is fun.
Yeah.
I need to push the Darkhold. Why did I not recruit troops?
I will just, because your income was empty, maybe?
No, I just forgot to recruit troops.
Oh. I'm just going to quickly move to Fort Don Doors.
1 second, I'm just doing a bit of recruitment on my screen. Let's swap over to
Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to see if I can rename my... Nope, I can't.
Yeah, I didn't think you could. I'm on my border recruiting some extra units.
Zordon. It was close enough to Zordon. I was just like, my hero, that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up the list of names for the next episode, so I don't actually completely forget. Let's actually start building defenses for my main settlement, because that's probably a good thing to have. So this is the other thing I was talking about, guys. So I can use the Hellforge to up the amount of units I can get. So I can spend some of my hard-earned armaments here. And I can now recruit extra Chaos Dwarfs. So it limits what you can buy and how much you can buy. You know, so rather than getting that, I'm going to get 3 units of Chaos Dwarfs. I can't afford them.
Exactly.
But yeah, it would have allowed me to get another unit of Chaos Dwarves into my army if I'd wanted to, which would be useful. Obviously, I have some Gadai Fireborn to start with as well, which is awesome.
If you don't mind,
I also have access to the manufactory now, which you can apply buffs. I'm not going to do it now because I don't think I can really afford to. I can, but it would only last the 1 turn because I'd run out of armaments pretty much instantly. Anyway, yeah.
I'm moving to take the fort, and I'm trying to decide whether I want it as a factory or as a labor, because I can't. Oh, we're going to be fighting this.
Check the map.
Because otherwise, I'm going to lose all my labor.
Check the map. Do you want to siege it? It's only labor.
Well, yeah, we're definitely fighting this. This is going to be a fun fight.
It's a cool looking map.
Let's do this. So, I'm assuming same tactic as before.
Well, kill them all. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to my screen for the fight.
So
in the comments, guys, let us know, because obviously on my screen I can tell that Tom's screen is a little blurry and distorted. But I know YouTube always does a little bit of that anyway. Can you guys actually really tell when we are on Tom's screen, other than it being bigger? I mean, some of the distortion is because it's upscaling it as well. Why have I lost? Ooh, that was weird.
What happened?
I switched back to my screen and it just went black for a minute.
Yeah.
Thank
so
God.
You were mentioning about the Forge upgrades.
Yeah.
Earlier. Now, one thing I've noticed is that the Forge upgrades also apply those upgrades to your caravans.
Yes.
But one other thing to point out about it is it doesn't apply the upgrades to your settlements units.
Oh, that's annoying. I love the way it tells you what's upgraded.
Now, I'm suggesting we're going to split their forces as much as possible.
I'm literally just going up the center, mate.
I know. I was going to say you go up the center, and I will distract them with the couple of extra laborers I decided to keep.
Yeah, I'm splitting some of my laborers around to just keep them looking.
No, I gave you those ones to keep together.
No. They are going to come and join the main force. Basically, my chorfs are going to march up the center. Because they've got the capability to do that. And the labourers will support them, but the way they're positioned, it'll just make the orcs defending have to think twice. Okay?
Right.
Let's
Ready?
go.
Hang on, I just want to quickly queue the labourers, just so I don't forget about them.
I've noticed this. The AI will hold the centres much more.
Well, I'm just moving to take their...
Yeah.
Because I've got all my fast movers, and they've just left them empty for capturing the minor supply locations. So, you know, minor supply locations, go.
No, and I'm just going to move up and engage them with overwhelming firepower and just slowly march to the centre.
And I will make sure not to hit any trees.
I mean, what trees?
all the trees.
These maps are so cool. So we were, yeah.
There's just something so nice about the aesthetic that there was some hidden non-laborer goblins.
Ah, it's a lie. I love the description of hobgoblins, by the way. So treacherous, even other goblins don't like them. I mean, I'm beginning to think that maybe they're just, you know, like Skaven in goblin suits.
I mean, but there are no Skaven.
No, we're Dawi Zharr. We know Veruscaven. One of your units you're bringing up on towards one of their points. I'm actually going for the gobbers there as well.
Yep, I to be honest, I saw that.
It just makes sense because they don't have too much in the main on their main drag, so.
I've captured one of the points. My lord's just killing some non-labourers.
And the Dawi Zharr are walking up. The thing about you is you're about Astragoth is he's quite solid.
Yeah, it's because of all the armor he has.
He's probably more solid than Drazhoath.
But Drazhoath does get a mount.
Yes, but you'd start with a mount basically.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just rejigging my formation ever so slightly to open up my firing arcs a bit. Come on, labourers! You can make more labourers out of the other goblins.
Right, I've captured point. Let's go capture the center. Distract them from your invasion force. Invasion force.
Oh! Ho, ho. Look at that damage! Yeah, I'm basically eviscerating their range.
Oh, is this? Yeah, I mean, they're just so solid. The blunderbuss. But I say the main thing is just making sure you don't get them. You keep them at range.
I mean, they're shielded and armoured. That's the thing. They block 55%. They're not even. It's good shields. I've changed the shield icon.
Yes. Now, one thing I've noticed, they have changed quite a few UI things. I've noticed.
Yes, very good changes. You notice the stuff which is very like Paradox games, where you hover over it.
Yes.
That is really nice. So if you don't know what we're on about, I'll try and find I can't find it here, but if you hold over a UI element where it talks about something, you can look at what it tells you all about it. Oh,
by the way,
beautiful. Come on, spears. Come on, spears.
I'm at the center, by the way.
Yeah, the issue is I'm slow.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I've got my units can move out, and I'll come round with my labourers to assist your labourers. Now.
Yeah, my labourers are. I nearly said the other word then, which YouTube wouldn't like.
What word?
My labourers with permanent job security.
Yeah, that's the correct
It's a
terminology.
job for life.
There we go. Captured another point. I like capturing points.
Yeah. While I'm doing all the actual killing.
You say that. My labourers are assisting where they can.
I was going to say what's your centaur balls, but you get like extra physical resistance and stuff for them, don't you?
Oh, yes. However, I do think I am going to be moving them out of combat very shortly. Because there's just a bit too much of a... What's the term I'm looking for?
Don't worry, I'm getting into position to be able to engage them, all of their stuff nicely as well.
However, if you notice where Astragoth is...
Yeah, I saw. Oh, you're going to cast any fun spells? If you've got any.
You know the one? The burning labour missile? Oh, right into his...
Have you seen the hammer yet?
Oh, yes. Now, when I was doing my mess about campaign just to get the mechanics down, his perk tree, which reduces the cost of that spell, it's ridiculous.
Unfortunately, this hill is too steep for me to shoot up.
Yeah, that is.
But I think we're about to utterly crack them anyway.
Oh, I just love the fact it's a magic missile which also leaves a vortex where it is as well.
Can you pull your bull centaurs out?
I was doing exactly
because literally they're blocking one of my firing lines right now. Watch this. Watch this. There used to be a unit of goblins in the middle.
And the animation of the firing, just the multi-shots, it's just so satisfying to see. There we go, we got this.
Just a bit.
And this was meant to be a Pyrrhic victory.
Moving my blunderbusses up to the other angle. I mean, I love the way the AI doesn't always hold the edges of settlements anymore and sits back, because sometimes it's quite sensible for them to do so.
Yeah. Oh, completely. I mean, the melee specialist, the fact that he's a mount.
Sorry, it's just so satisfying, just deleting their units. Because I
really
literally, the
is.
Goblin Wolf Riders tried to sneak around the back and just got deleted in like one volley from both units.
Ooh, 444
wow.
kills of the Bull Centaur Renders.
I mean, to be fair, they were against really low-level units, but
I
still,
know, but if you actually look at the damage, though, as well, it's 34,000 damage compared to Astragoth's next, which is 14,000.
Nice. I mean, a very, very fast-moving force, that's the thing, which really works well.
And I think the fact that they're just... they're not charge cavalry, they're just melee cavalry. It's...
I think. Oh yeah, no, I much prefer melee cavalry. The thing is, as well, the lore behind them is weird. They are actually Chaos Dwarfs.
Yes. Oh yes.
They are born that way, rarely born that way, and then they are raised by the prophet sorcerers.
And the thing is, they're not centaurs either, because they're half bull.
Well, they're Chaos Dwarfs. They're blessed Chaos Dwarfs.
Yes.
Who've been blessed by Hashut.
Now, I'm thinking I'm going to make this a factory, and I'm going to make it as my only factory.
I mean, they are known as bull centaurs.
Yes.
Right, I think I am done for the turn as well.
Now, I'm going to unlock another unit of warriors.
I'm just looking at my diplomacy.
And have you had a look at all the different perks that you can get with the manufactory for your units?
Not all of them, no. I've looked at some of them. I can't afford to do any at the moment. I don't have enough armaments because I need a factory.
Well,
I have seen some people. So some people are doing certain regions will just be factories, and certain regions will just be outposts.
I don't like that approach at all.
I don't see any reasoning to do it. Basically, they don't buff it. It would make sense if they kind of buffed each other, but they don't. Other than
it's the thing is, some factories buff outposts, but no outpost buff factories.
What I have seen quite a few people do is they apparently don't have many towers, which kind of makes sense. You don't really need many towers.
Yes, but the fact that towers have a really good income-producing building for which doesn't utilize labor or materials, and also a big thing of towers is they produce far more influence.
Yes.
So,
but obviously our biggest worry is going to be labor, and that's the thing about having too many outposts. It's you just blitz your labor.
Yes. However, the outposts fuel the towers, and then the towers fuel your convoys.
Yeah. And convoys are probably the easiest way of getting labor. I want to fight this because I want to see. I want to show off some of the units. It should be an easy enough battle.
It should be. Now, a bit of advice I would request. Do you think I should go south into the Badlands now, or go into the mountains where there's a certain dragon ogre and greenskin?
Oh, it's tricky because going into the mountains opens up more areas to chaos, but you could link up with Zhatan actually, which might be useful for us, so then we can bully him.
Yeah.
Alternatively, but going south secures the Badlands, secures the Darklands even. I always call it the Badlands. It's the Darklands.
Yeah. I mean, it is bad.
Oh, look at this map.
Oh, one thing I really like that the missile specialist has, which is dig in. I really like that mechanic.
Have you seen I've got the fire glaives here?
Yes, I haven't looked at them up close, though.
They've got less damage than the blunderbusses, but they do fire damage, and they've got
far more range.
Bigger range, and their melee defense is huge. They are a frontline unit, effectively.
Yeah. I mean, I'd equate them to the Kislev... what's the unit called?
Strutzy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out what to give you.
Well, the thing is with the Kadai, unfortunately, they're close to their losing their unbreakable due to their hit points.
Have some labour.
Well, I'm assuming you don't want to use the labour at all, really.
Ooh, I don't care if it dies.
I'll have the labour be up high, and actually no, you want to keep the labour. That's the thing. You need to keep the labour near the dwarves.
Yeah, put the labour on my flanks, basically.
Hang on, let's.
So yeah, this guy is my missile specialist. He's quite good, and Drazhoath's can sit in the centre because he's not actually bad in melee. Ready?
Yes. Don't expect much though.
And they're coming straight at us.
Yeah.
You may
So
as well
remember,
move your labourers up onto the flank a little bit to try and distract them. So move these guys here.
Yeah. Now remember, do not move your missile specialist.
Wow, is this one of his abilities? Dig in.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I hadn't realised that.
Yeah, that's why I was emphasising.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not planning on moving him at all.
One thing which I find weird though, so the Regiment of Renown that the dwarves get, the missile one, the missile infantry. Hang on, why did he get multiple shots?
That's the overcast! Wait. I have an ability, Deathquake Battery.
Yes. That is exactly what you think it is. That is from your major settlement.
Oh, which unit am I going to explode?
Well, if you aim it right. Do you want me to get the labourers in, and then you can utilise it where the labourers are?
I've already utilised it.
I'm going to charge in so we don't get past it.
I didn't know how long it would take to go off. Oh, here it comes! Oh my god! I mean, that didn't hit well, but
yeah,
wow.
That's what I was saying about the.
And my range is starting to delete stuff.
Do you want to start? Yeah, so all the labourers are engaged, by the way.
Yeah, I'm getting the Kadai into on the flank.
The orc labourers are suffering a little bit compared to the. I really like the lore of the Kadai Fireborn. I'll bring my goblins in on the flank of their goblins.
Yeah, I'm trying to clear out their archers at the moment. And I'm moving up onto my Chorfs onto your flank as well, and
I remember your lord has the buff which gives extra melee attack around him.
yeah.
And with a number of labourers.
Yeah, I've got other plans. Fireballs!
I haven't been using the overcast. I regret this.
Oh, I hit my own unit, but I did so much damage.
Yeah, no, it's...
Do
so
not
many
push
life
forwards.
threats.
Do not push forwards. Do not push forwards.
I'm bringing him around to a bit more of a flank.
Because it's about to explode.
Oh,
I know I'm probably not going to hit much there, but...
yeah.
I mean, we've already utterly shattered them. I say that actually devastated one of their units completely. It's pure luck whether it hits.
You hit some of the orc labourers.
Oh no! Who cares? It's over.
You know, the
I didn't
the
watch
hero-
you could die enough in that battle, but that was brutal. I hadn't realised the towers did that. Sorry.
yeah, so the hero, when entrenched, my god, has he got a lot of range.
He's still only got 4 kills, but I had him focusing their lord most of the time.
Have you seen the skill tree for him?
It's fair. I've had a quick look. It's fairly similar to the engineer, though, isn't it?
It is very similar to the engineer.
Anybody would think it's like an engineer, but not.
However, one thing to point out, with his 2 choices, one of them essentially makes him a blunderbuss and one of them makes him a sniper.
Yeah.
But the sniper, with his he gets an upgrade to the entrench ability, which doubles his range again. So he gets as long a range as artillery.
Okay,
when
that's
entrenched.
a little OP.
But however, the blunderbuss one changes his range damage, gives him explosive damage.
Nice. And all my units got a lot of kills there. There we go. So I think I'm gonna have to have this one as a factory because I have a factory.
You will be fine just having it still as labor. I would only build factories in locations which are hard to defend, like choke points and stuff.
Yeah, you're missing the fact that my entire start region is hard to defend. The issue is I'm really struggling for my armaments production.
So yeah, into the mountains or to the south?
I think into the mountains, unfortunately. For you is probably better.
Yeah. Well, here goes. It was nice knowing you.
I am... Hang on, back to my screen a second. Trying to work out what set... I'm not entirely sure on the techs for these guys at all.
So almost always first tech for me so far has been the Stronghold Syndrome for +4 attack for laborers and hobgoblins.
Yeah, I think I'm going for that next. And Call to War early as well for the extra melee defense for Chaos.
Yeah.
No, my first one was the buffs to labour. How much labour do I currently have? See, I've only got 500 labour, so I don't want to build another strip mine yet because I'll burn through my labour in no time. That's the danger, isn't it? You just burn through your stuff too quickly.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I love that little new settlement above you. It's just cool. They've changed the whole region ever so slightly, and the new fast travel, the new canal through.
Oh, the new canal. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Just...
Anyway, oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I'm going to say we'll end this episode here, and then we'll jump back into it shortly, guys. These episodes will be coming out, at least the first few episodes, in fairly quick succession, probably one a day. Please do like and subscribe if you are enjoying this. Pop comments down below as well, please. Let us know what you think we're doing, where you think we should be going, though we are pre-recording quite a lot of this, so whether we get a chance to pay attention to it is a different matter. Yeah, other than that, guys, as always as well, an extra special thank you to my channel members and Patreons. As well, guys, just remember you will get access to this full series over on the early, well, not earlier than the embargo, but on either there'll be a Discord comment, members only channel post, or on Patreon. Anyway, thank you to you guys. That's Monster Mound, Philip F, Nose, Andrew T, Prataru, Brandon, Space Ace 475, Coding Monster, Jason Air, Egg, and Jared Horn. And of course, thank you very much for Tom for playing co-op with us here today. Cheers all.